Have you ever had a feeling you just can't shake? A whisper in the back of your mind telling you something is off. You have no logical reason for it. Everything looks fine, but every instinct is screaming at you to turn around. We call it a gut feeling, a hunch, intuition. But what is it really? Is it a mystical sixth sense? A message from the universe? Or is it something far more scientific, a clever trick of the brain? At Rawino, we share content that inspires, informs, and entertains. Subscribe and join the Rawino family. To find the answer, we need to look past our conscious mind and into the largest library in existence, our subconscious. Your conscious mind can process about 40 bits of information per second. It's focused, logical, but slow. But your subconscious? It processes over 20 million bits of information per second. Every sight, sound, and experience you've ever had. It's a master of pattern recognition, connecting tiny, seemingly unrelated details that your conscious mind completely misses. Think about learning to drive. At first, you consciously think about every single action. Soon, it becomes automatic. Your subconscious takes over, freeing your conscious mind to think about other things. This high-speed processing is happening all the time. Neuroscientists believe a key area for this is the insular cortex. It acts as a bridge, integrating your past experiences, your current emotional state, and your external sensory data. When it detects a mismatch, something that doesn't fit the established patterns of safety, it sends out an alarm signal. That signal isn't a thought, it isn't a sentence, it's a feeling. This brings us to the gut part of the gut feeling. Why do we feel intuition so physically? Because your digestive tract is lined with over 100 million nerve cells. It's often called our second brain. This second brain is in constant two-way communication with the brain in your head via the vagus nerve. When the brain's alarm bell rings, it triggers a genuine physiological response. The butterflies in your stomach, they're real. So, intuition is your brain's massive pattern recognition machine, communicating its findings through your body. It's not about predicting the future, it's about predicting the present, based on a vast data set you didn't even know you had. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt you couldn't trust them, even though they were perfectly charming? Your subconscious may have picked up on thousands of micro-expressions, vocal tones, and body language cues that signaled deception. This ability isn't paranormal. It's a highly refined skill developed through massive experience. Their subconscious library is filled with the patterns of fire behavior and structural integrity. But here's the crucial question. How do we tell the difference between true intuition and simple fear or wishful thinking? Intuition often feels quiet, calm, and neutral. It's a simple knowing. Anxiety, however, is loud, frantic, and emotionally charged. Fear tends to be repetitive and focused on a catastrophic future. It asks, "What if?" over and over again. Intuition is about the present moment. It feels like a simple signal. This is the right path, or something is wrong here. Fear will often try to push you towards what seems safe or what you should do, even if it feels wrong. Intuition guides you towards what is right for you, even if it's the harder or less obvious choice. So how can we get better at hearing this subtle guidance system? The first step is to create space. You cannot hear a whisper in a room where everyone is shouting. Practices like meditation and mindfulness train your brain to quiet the constant chatter of the conscious mind. Spending time in nature, away from digital noise, allows your subconscious to process information in the background. Journaling can also be a powerful tool. Try writing down a problem, and then just write whatever comes to mind without judgment. Engage in creative activities. Art, music, and play switch off your analytical brain and allow intuitive insights to surface. Practice with small decisions. Instead of making a pro-con list for everything, occasionally just go with what feels right. This builds trust in your internal compass. You're learning to recognize the feeling of a yes and a no. The more you listen, the clearer the signal becomes. What starts as a faint whisper can grow into a clear and confident voice. History is filled with brilliant minds who credited their greatest breakthroughs to a flash of intuition. They would struggle with a problem logically for weeks, only to have the answer appear suddenly when they were relaxed. What do you think this tells us about the limits of purely logical thinking? So, is intuition just a brain trick? Not exactly. It's a legitimate form of intelligence, a high-speed computation based on a lifetime of experience. It's a skill, not a ghost. It doesn't replace logic. It complements it. The greatest thinkers and creators use both in harmony. Logic can build the ship, but intuition is the compass that guides it through uncharted waters. That feeling that saved you in the parking garage wasn't magic. It was your brain, processing subtle cues in the environment, a sound out of place, a flicker of movement, and warning you of danger. It's a survival mechanism, honed by millions of years of evolution.
I don't know why, but I'm safe now.
The next time you get a gut feeling, don't just dismiss it. Pause. Listen. What is your supercomputer trying to tell you? Your intuition is not random. It is data. It's your brain seeing the whole picture when your conscious mind can only see the next step.
Oh no.
Trusting it is a skill that requires practice and self-awareness. In our data-driven world, we are taught to ignore it, to trust only the spreadsheets and the numbers. But what happens when the data is incomplete, or even deliberately misleading? That's when your internal pattern detector becomes your most valuable asset. It senses the inconsistency between the words
I'm afraid
and the
we'll have to
energy
decline
behind
this
them.
offer.
How many mistakes could be avoided if we learned to heed that quiet, internal warning? Your intuition is your primal, unfiltered connection to the world. It operates on a level of complexity that logic alone can't access. Every person you meet, every book you read, every success and every failure has been logged and cross-referenced. Your intuition draws from this immense personal database. It's not about ignoring facts. It's about recognizing that some facts are not on paper. They are in the subtle patterns, the unspoken truths, the feeling of a situation. This is an ancient intelligence. Animals rely on it for survival every single moment. As humans, we've learned to drown it out with noise, analytics, and the opinions of others. But what would happen if you started to listen again? The first step is giving yourself permission to trust what you feel, to accept that you have an internal guidance system that is working for your highest good. It's not about seeking external validation, but about finding internal clarity. The answer is almost always already inside you. Your gut feelings are the ripples from a stone dropped deep in the waters of your subconscious. They carry information from the depths. Logic is the sheet music, but intuition is the soul of the performance. You need both to create a masterpiece. So, the next time you feel that pull, that nudge, that unexplainable certainty, don't be so quick to rationalize it away. Honor it. Get curious about it. Ask yourself, what pattern is my brain seeing that I'm not? You might be surprised by the wisdom you already possess. This isn't a trick. It is a fundamental part of your human technology. It is your oldest, wisest sense. It's the language of connection, of empathy, of deep understanding. Your logical mind can name the stars. Your intuition can feel the gravity that holds them all together. Learning to listen is not about abandoning reason. It's about integrating your full intelligence. It's about becoming a more complete, aware, and guided human being. The real trick isn't the one the brain is playing. It's the one we play on ourselves when we choose not to listen. Watching Rawino. Your support means the world. Enjoyed it? Like and subscribe for more.